There has been a silent blue wall that has been institutionalized in law enforcement since the day it began, where we don't rat out other cops. Out of fear of being ostracized, and you know what? We have black police officers, Asian police officers, Hispanic police officers. Ask them. That wall is real. Because when our butt is getting kicked, we believe that it's us against them and we have to rely on the other cops, and that's not true. I have been in, unfortunately, a couple of fisticuffs through my career, and it was civilians that came to my aid before my backup could arrive. So again, we are all the police. We have to break that wall of silence. Cops cannot be afraid to tell on other cops when they're doing something wrong. Police officers have to know that the community has their back, that when they come out and say, or they try to stop the actions and injustice being committed against a citizen, that community is going to come out and support them and not ostracize them. Because we all know that lawsuits results from our actions if we tell you what happened, if we tell the truth. Police officers have a difficult job? Yes, we do. But our most important job is humanity. As the Reverend said, when he looks out, he doesn't see black and white. I have 3 black grandchildren. I fear for them. And most people didn't know that. The sheriff wanted me to talk about that on the radio, and I said, that's not a talking point. I understand it. I think Tamika, you were involved in a phone conversation where the mayor was advised that some people believe there's a prejudice in Saugerties against blacks. And he said he never heard that. And I said, yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it as a police chief. So what we have to do is we have to work together as a community. We're all going to have prejudice, let's face it. Nobody can just wipe that slate clean. Everybody has their own bias, their own prejudice. But what we have to recognize is at the end of the day, we're all human beings. The first speaker today said that we were all created in the image of God. How funny is it going to be for white people when we get up there and we're standing before a black God? My intention is not to come here and try. I don't want you to leave thinking about me. I want you to think about all the speakers before me today. I want you to think about the injustices that we all recognize are in our criminal justice system. And we've been very fortunate in Ulster County. I did a little research. No black person has ever been killed in Ulster County by the hands of the police, which I think speaks volumes about our county, but there's a lot of prejudice in this county, and we recognize it. So we need to work together. I invite you in to our police department. One of the things that we do, and I know the New York State Police does it, and I'm sure the Ulster County Sheriff does it, they have ride-along programs. When you're bored on a Friday or Saturday night, because they're the most active, the most fun, why don't you just come over to police headquarters and say, I'd like to go out with one of your officers. I'd like to spend 3 or 4 hours with them and see what really goes on. What really happens? How do people really talk to you? One of the things that we did 5 years ago is we got body cameras. Because to me, that's transparency. Now with the repeal of 50A, we have further transparency. So I'm just going to leave you with these words. We're all human beings. We are all God's children. I love each and every one of you. If there's any doubt in your mind what the motivation of my police department is, I ask you to please come in and speak to me. And together, if we have a problem, we will fix it. God bless.